Okay, that inner rocker didn't extend quite long enough, so I cut out that last piece of rusty metal, got that piece in there, and I'm going to do some work, fix this area right up in here. Okay, I didn't really record it, but what I did was I took this air hose and I went in here, blew out a bunch of dust that came out both ends. It was actually rust. So I'm getting this ready for some rust repair in here. First I'm going to spray the inside of this whole channel on both sides with internal frame coating to stop that rust. Alright, this whole pillar is going to need to get rebuilt. I mean, this thing is just terrible. So I'm going to start chopping off metal right about here, opening up opening so that I can get that rust coating nozzle up in there. I'm cutting out this little patch here in the roof. Okay, I'm cutting some of the rust out here in the roof. We have to make some patches on that inner structure. I'm going to cut all the way down this whole piece off. Actually, you know, most of this whole pillar is going to have to be rebuilt. This part over here looks pretty much okay. There's some patchwork to do right there. And then there's that whole bottom piece that I cut out. I'm going to have to remake. Alright, I got this whole piece off here. I think what I'm going to do is first patch up this inner structure right here, and then I'll make a hole patch that goes all the way down for the outer piece. Once that is welded to this, and I've got that shape set in place, then I'm going to cut out this whole piece, form that, and then finally do the bottom piece. So it's really 3 pieces welded together. It's going to be a little bit tricky, but it's not too hard. I think I can form that pretty easily. Alright, I spent a lot of time on this roof trying to strip that rust and old paint off there. I've used wire wheels, graphite wheels, grinders, just about every kind of thing that you can imagine. The only thing that actually works is using a cutoff wheel, and you just strip that right off in 2 seconds. So that's what I'm going to be doing to get that roof and the rest of this body stripped. Okay, we're going to be spraying this internal frame coating in there with this wand. This is the only way to get stuff in these kind of crevices. Feed that in there. Okay, that's the end of it. Okay, I got both these channels filled with internal frame coating. Now I'm going to go ahead with the rusty metal primer. I might get up here in these areas just to make sure it's real nice and coated. I've got this tacked in. I'm going to go in here along this top edge and cut a bigger gap there so I can get some penetration on that weld. But this piece is looking pretty good. Alright, I got this thing welded, ground all the welds down. Alright, I switched over to the flux core wire instead of the solid wire using the gas. Still trying to get it kind of dialed in, but I did manage to weld in this piece here upside down. It welds pretty messy, but I used a wire wheel to clean that thing up. So I'm still trying to get those settings dialed in, but so far so good. I'm going to go ahead and build this whole piece here next. Okay, I had a go at this flux core welding, and it seems to just burn right through. It gets way too hot, so I'm not having any luck with this. I'm just gonna give it up and go up and grab another bottle of gas. Okay, I got rid of that flux core welding and I went back to the solid core. Picked up a new bottle of gas, and let me tell you, don't waste your time with that flux core. It just doesn't even work. Alright, I did a little bit of investigation because I was going through these gas bottles pretty quick. This is already my third bottle of gas. Jim told me I shouldn't be going through them that quick. So it turned out that this fitting here was loose and I was leaking gas. So hopefully got all the leaks taken care of from now on in. Alright, once again, trying to weld upside down, you're going to get these drippy looking welds, but they're all getting ground down, so got this part finished. Okay, I got these original carburetors in the mail today from eBay. These are the actual units that I'm supposed to have, the 2652S and the 2653S, which will fit the 350 engine. I had originally purchased the wrong carbs. I had bought a 2632S and a 2631S. And had those rebuilt, and those are fitting the 318 engine. So I sold my other carbs today on eBay, and these arrived in the mail, which was perfect timing. So I'm going to have to get these things rebuilt, but at least now I have the correct carbs, and these are going to be tuned to the cam that I'm going to use. I'm going to have to get the cam and the pistons custom made from a company, and I'm gonna get this. I have a way to get the specs for those. Trying to quit it.